And this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of America Legion Radio. We're in Coney Island, Brooklyn tonight at the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance, located at MCU Park, right on the right field wall, and a gathering of 9/11 families, members of the police department, fire department of New York City, and here to remember those lost 19 years ago on September 11th. 417 first responders are recognized here at the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance. Let's watch the ceremony as the gathering walked past the memorial in tribute.
Now we start to read. We remember it at the rising of the sun and it's going down. We remember it. And the wind and the chill of winter. We remember it. At the opening of the buds and the rebirth of spring. We remember them. At the shining of the sun and the warmth of summer. We remember them.
At the rustling of the leaves and the beauty of autumn, we remember them.
At the beginning of the year and at the end, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live, for they are now part of us. We remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joy and crave to share, we remember them. When we have decisions that are difficult to make, we remember them. When we have achievements that are based on others, we remember them. As long as we live, they too will live. They are now part of us as we remember them. We just walk by and remember them. That's it. What the hell wrong? Linda. Thank you. Thank you.
Love you guys. Tell Aaron
Michael graduated from high school in Ford. At the age of 17, he made my wife and I the sign for him. And we went on. We went in. He graduated was got his high school diploma. That was a must. And he went off. He did 3 deployments. He was 7 years in the armed service. He became staff sergeant. That was on our lips here. That's actually Michael. The comparison between these guys and Michael is tremendous because Michael died shielding a Polish officer from a suicide bomber. He took the complete blast. The suicide bomber come in between a lieutenant, Harold Trapeza, who's been back and forth to this country a few times and visited with us. We've been to Poland 3 times. Visit them, Poland. The heroism between you guys, Michael, so much. It's uncanny. Michael sacrificed his life that day for the straight. Every time the bell rings, gentlemen, go out the door for the same reason. You never know. And that's why I'm glad Linda did ask me to come and speak. Because I have to thank you. Thank you for Michael. Thank you for inspiring Michael. My son was wonderful. He was in 32. Excuse me. He was in 32 years old. 24 when he died. January 25th, 2016, I did Michael's live. Some strange reason, I was a boy drop, dropped him off in the company area, closed up his apartment, did everything I had his truck. But yet I sat there for a half hour drive. I never cried. The other two was. I think God would come. I think God was trying to prepare me. Michael wasn't supposed to be on that base that day. And pulled in for the night to sleep. They were picked, chained, closed out different American bases. The rest of the 10th Division was back on Bagram Air Base. When the 3,000-pound bomb hit the side of the bomb, Michael not only saved the life of the Polish officer, he saved the life of 40 people from the drone company that worked there, civilians. When we got the call, we were in London on vacation. And my daughter called me, she said, Daddy, Tom next door says there's 2 soldiers in front of the house. I asked them what they were wearing, and they said, I think they're in some uniform. That scared the hell out of me. They gave her a phone number. We called the phone number that night. They said in the morning, depending the embassy will be there, and an officer and an NCO came in and gave us the name of Michael being killed. We had no idea why, where, and what. And as we went through the travels with the Army, rushing us out of there, trying to get us on flights, get us back to the States, and little by little we picked up the story. And all through the whole thing, believe it or not, I'm thinking of 9/11. Why Michael really joined the armed service. again, I thank you. If it wasn't for heroes like these guys, like you, and like Michael in our armed services, I think we'd really be in trouble. And I thank God. We got a few armed service people out there. I'm not going to pick them out and stuff like that, but I thank you for your service. I thank you for your years of helping us, supporting us, protecting us. And I thank you for, Linda, thank you for asking me to come, and Linda, of course, my buddy here. And I thank you for letting me speak. God bless you all. God bless you. God bless you.
Brother of Captain Tom Haskell, 132, and my brother Timmy was a firefighter in Squad 18. And every year I have to give thanks to Sal. I know he wasn't feeling very well, but he made it down here. He's the one that made all this possible. He allowed all of us the opportunity to talk about our loved ones every year. And it's really, can't say enough about that. So I'm very grateful to Sal for all he does. Sid, I know you'll appreciate this. You're a football guy, so I tell you football stories. So my brother Tommy and I played on the fire department football team. And he was a tight end. I played linebacker. We were out in San Diego, San Diego Sheriff's Department, and my brother Timmy didn't play on the team, but he made the trip. And right before kickoff, he came up to me and he said, "Hey, you want this pair of gloves? Nice tacky, red, and that's what linebacker." I think he wants that. He wants this. Tommy wants it. So everybody knows my brother Tommy. He was the cheapest guy you've ever met in your life. He was still wearing the cleats he had in high school, playing for the fire department. Part superstitious, part cheap. So his gloves, literally all the fingers showing through the gloves. So my brother Timmy gets him the gloves, and this time he's like a kid on Christmas. Trying them on, he's like all excited. Great. The game goes on. We're pretty much tied going into late to the fourth quarter. We're driving. Actually, sorry, we're losing. We're driving to go ahead for the winning touchdown. So Tommy goes out for a pass into the end zone. John Gorley was the quarterback at the time. Throws the ball, hits him right in the brain with the gloves. My brother drops the ball. So I'm not going to tell you what he said to Timmy, but basically he let him know the gloves were defective and he wanted to hold the gloves back a little bit. That's a story I hope they pick out of. One, because the three of us were together. It's rare that we were able to put those trips together. You get all the legends that are complicated. Like so many people in stories are saying, Timmy just got to leave that night, but his Squad 18 was still at the firehouse, jumped to the second piece, ran down there. The guy that was with my brother Timmy is still alive today, because Timmy and Pat came across the guy on the 30th floor. He was distressed. They stopped to help the man out, and they made the decision that they were going to have to carry the guy out of the building. So there was no way they were going to be able to get him down the staircase if they came up. So Pat went to check on another staircase that might have been more viable for them. And when he came back, my brother Timmy was gone. They found a staircase that nobody was self-evacuating on, and they were going to take the guy down that staircase. And when Pat asked who came back, my brother Timmy was gone, but there was a Port Authority cop there. And Pat asked where Timmy had gone. He said somebody gave him Mayday upstairs. He went to help. So Pat and this Port Authority cop carried this gentleman down 30 plus flights of stairs, got to the lobby, the tower collapsed. Miraculously, they all survived. So I was grateful for having the opportunity to hear about my brother's story, to know what happened to him. I wasn't surprised by it one bit. Unfortunately for Tommy, the guys in Brooklyn were on the South Tower on the lower floor, so we were never able to recover him. But we were able to get Timmy back because he made it as high up as he did. And he's just one example of what guys did that day. They made a choice. They made a choice to help people they didn't know. Now you hear cops getting vilified now. What do? Every day they go out and help people they don't know. It's so unfortunate the state of the world right now. And if we learn anything from the tragedy that happened there, is that there's plenty of goodness still left in the world, and it's reflected in all the police officers and firefighters who do their job every day. So I thank you all, gentlemen. I pray that you stay safe. And I thank everyone for coming out here 19 years later and keeping their memories alive. It means a lot to the families. Chief, thank you for all the jobs. I know it takes a lot of support to put these things together, so we really appreciate you allowing us the opportunity to do it. So I just want to thank everybody and hope everybody stays safe.
Hey everybody, my name is Rachel Crawford. I'm the daughter of firefighter Bobby Crawford. He was in safety battalion 1. I grew up in the fire department. I love you guys. I love the fire department, but I'm also in the police department. I'm a detective in the police department now for 21 years. Still to this day, every time I see a truck, every time I see a firefighter, every time I see a cop car, I see a cop, I pray for you all. I love you all. Please be safe. And just know that by you guys coming here every year and doing all of these memorials, it means so much to us as families. God bless you all. God bless us.
I'm the guy from our fire department, and I want to thank Saul. Where is Saul? Left. Let me just tell you the story about Saul. When I was a captain, I was working in 169 on 9/11. I wound up Tommy Haskell, Kenny's brother, was a captain 132. I went there. They lost the whole company. I went there. And while I was working there, somebody told me, hey, you got to go down to Coney Island. This guy is putting this Brooklyn Wall together. I was a Brooklyn guy. I was living in Brooklyn. Who's this guy? So I go down there and I meet him. Turns out he's born in Brooklyn, lived in Jersey, but he's a big Brooklyn guy. He's putting this wall together. As we're talking about the wall, you tell him, look at Saul. You got Kenny. He has a brother. Timmy worked. He worked in Manhattan. He had another brother who worked in Manhattan. And Vigiano brother. One was in 132. His other brother was on the police department. Right? So we said, listen, we got police, we got fire. So Saul didn't know what to do. He wanted to put everybody on the wall. So as time went on, we started out with the wall inside. We put some DD, put some of the Brooklyn guys on, and Saul said, I want every Port Authority officer, I want every firefighter, FBI guy, corrections, sport officer, we want them on the wall. So we actually met once, and now you know Captain Vidge, right? Oh, yeah. Captain Vidge is sitting down, the most positive guy you want to meet, right? But he's honest. So he said to me one day, he goes, hey, John, this is a great idea by Saul, but it'll never happen. And they had the picture of Captain Vigiano's son, John Vigiano, was in the issue team, and he had a picture of what he wanted to do with it. He said, listen, it's a nice idea, but it's not going to happen. You need like $185,000. But what happened? Captain Vidge bought Gary Sinise to the firehouse. You guys all know who Gary Sinise is? Gary Sinise has a band. He calls it Lieutenant Dan's Band. He also does all kinds of fundraisers for the troops, for the police officers, for firefighters, for first responders. So he said, I'll come to Brooklyn. I'll put on a concert at Brooklyn College, I'll raise money, and we'll finish the wall. And that's why we got the wall finished. Because Gary Sinise came to Brooklyn College, and what I saw with Gary Sinise, when he gave this concert, I was around family members, because in 132, there was everybody. I never saw anybody smile. They were always sad. It was so sad to see. They were their family members, their sons, their husbands, their brothers. And there they were at this concert, having a great time. At the same time, he put that wall together. And I just think I got to give Saul a lot of credit because he stuck it out. I was at the point where I said, it's just not going to happen. But not only that, what Saul said, and I think you guys all can appreciate, at the time, they were saying, we can have firefighters and police officers, but we can't say that they were a sergeant, we can't say that they were a captain, we can't say a lieutenant, we can't even say what company they're in. You can just have their names. One of the guys who was in 132, Michael Kiefer, his mother said talking to Saul, said, listen, I don't even want my son on any other wall. He was a pro when he was killed on 9/11. He was a triathlete, great guy. She said, if he doesn't say he's a firefighter, I don't want him on there. Because that's why he was there. So Saul put that wall, and he called us units. He said, we put the units. He didn't know we called us company. So he has all the police officers, where they worked, all the firefighters together, and all their company. And I just want to give a salute to Saul. And what Timmy was saying, I want to thank a lot of the guys who came on the job. A lot of them are in the military, and also they came on the job after 9/11. I give you a lot of credit for that. You see what happened, and you still came on this job, and you stayed on the job. And I think it's a pretty amazing credit. And I want to thank the chiefs today. You don't see 2 3-star chiefs all coming. And I tell you, I salute you guys. These are great chiefs. The fire department's in good hands. We got great chiefs on the fire department. Thanks all.
My name's Tom. They call me Toddy Farrer. I just retired out of 175 this past year. They kicked me out actually, but that's besides the point. This is my wife Pat. Her brother Walter was the captain of 13 truck. And I'm actually kind of addressing you guys. I'm old enough to be your grandfather most of you, at this point probably. Walter was a lawyer, a captain. 13 truck got called that morning. They go to get on. He says, stop, call home before you get on this truck. Second plane it hit, that's when they sent them. He called his house and left a message on his wife's machine. Second plane just hit. I love you. I love the kids. Tell my mother I love her. I hope I see you later. That's the quality of the guy you work with. These guys didn't go down, they're going, big fire. Guys that knew their stuff knew that day there was a good chance they weren't going home. They didn't know why, but they knew. And they went anyway. And I said the only thing he would have done different, had he known that was going to happen, he would have told his guys to stay outside the building. And they wouldn't have left it. They wouldn't have stayed outside the building. We have to remember, you guys, a lot of you weren't, you're probably kids when it happened. Some of you are older, some of you aren't. But if we don't remember, you see what happened already. It doesn't take much. Shut the lights off. We're not reading names. We're not doing this. We have to remember, and you have to remember. And soon we're going to have a department where nobody was there. But hopefully, you'll remember this. And you'll remember those words. That's how guys went there. He was not the only one. Most of these chiefs here, actually all of them, were around for this. And they know stories that are almost the same. We work with with very unique people. It's a very unique job. It's fun and games, but I told every guy I worked with, no fireman ever went to work at night and said, I'm going to die here tonight. You always pay attention, you always remember it's dangerous, and you always remember the guys that came before you. These were great guys, great men, great women. Women didn't get killed in our department today, thank God, but they were there too. We take care of each other, and we always remember. And God bless you guys, and I pray to God you have the career I had and you come out safe. And better yet, your guys come out safe, because that's on you too. Okay? God bless you all, and I hope you all have a great day tomorrow.
I know John Plain very well. He was one of my captains when I was chief of the field. Thank you all for being here. What I want to say, so I can dismiss the members appropriately before they leave, is that it's an honor and a privilege for me and you, the chief standing here tonight, to lead these folks. You often hear generation to generation, whether it's the fire department, any discipline actually, people say, these kids coming on a job today, oh my God. Let me tell you something. I look here and a lot of young people here. The people coming into the fire department, the people coming into the police department are as good as ever before. I'm coming up on just about 40 years in the department with some of my friends over here, and I remember coming on the job as a 21-year-old kid, and the people that came before me and taught me, I'm proud to lead these folks. They are great. These are folks that you just saw a company leave and go on a run. They got to run, they jump on the apparatus, they take in the run, they go take care of business. We're professionals. This is how I feel about life in general. I think we're all put on this earth, we were all created to serve in some way. To serve one another, as community members, all the folks here, the police department folks, they decided to serve and take it to another level, quite frankly, right? To serve the people, I think John said, but they don't even know. And we do it each and every day. And we thank you all, the public, the family members that are here today. We serve because of you, because of all of you, and we're proud to do so. So thank you for saying some kind words about us. But quite frankly, we serve with humility. We're a very humble group of people. We just want to come to work and do our job. These officers want to come to work and do their job. Politics aside, all the nonsense that's going on in the world today, you can rest assured that anywhere in this country, a firefighter or police officer gets called, up and helped people, they will be there. They will always be there for you. They will always be there for you. You will always be there. Thank you for the opportunity. And I'll say formally to the men, there's no women here tonight, you are dismissed. Thank you very, very much.
Very solemn tribute by the 9/11 families, members of the New York City Police Department and Fire Department. And our best wishes to the founder of the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance, Mr. Saul Moglen, who was able to join us and be part of tonight's 9/11 tribute. From Coney Island, MCU Park, and the Brooklyn Wall of Remembrance, this is Ken Kraetzer for Sons of the American Legion Radio.